Despite the native clothing from his home planet, he is in fact a space alien.
Okay, and he doesn't talk much, I understand.
Well, he doesn't speak English. He can, of course, read our deepest thoughts.
Well.
So don't think too much. He knows too much already.
All right. Well, it's kind of hard to convey telepathy over the radio, but
that's true.
We'll just talk to you.
Okay, great.
All right. Now, tell us about the UFOs. We've talked about you. We had you on the show before, but it's been a while. Tell us about the UFOs. This is a unique show with a little something for the whole family to enjoy.
Right. Well, what we basically came up with is the idea of a science fiction themed variety show. So there's magic in the show. It's a little unusual, not like you would have maybe seen at magic shows you've attended, but there is magic in there. There is mind reading. There are ghost stories, and there's also dance, live music, a lot of comedy, and a good time to be had by all. And at this particular show, Rock and Roll Alien Sideshow, of course, we have a lot of really great kickin' rockin' music by our musical director Sage and my son Kevin Underwood, who is actually a monster guitarist and an instructor at Backbeat Music.
Wow.
Here in town. The dancer in our show is my daughter Heather, and she is also a choreographer, dance instructor, and a box office consultant director at the Foundation of Arts. So these are some folks who are serving some pivotal roles here in town, as well as being part of our performance troupe. And so all of those elements combine in a very unusual way to give you that science fiction themed variety show.
Well, it looks like you bring a lot of talent to the stage, certainly a lot of family talent, and
yes.
But you just bring a lot of talent to the stage and a lot of variety and entertainment, and again, it's for the whole family.
Well, it absolutely is. Now, everything we do is family friendly. We don't necessarily recommend our show for very, very young children, just
right.
because we do have ghost stories and there's a little bit of humor and things like that, none of which is off color or anything. But we're not sure that little kids are going to understand everything
right.
that we're doing and what it means exactly.
Well, the UFOs, I know, have performed in a lot of different locations and for many different audiences. And now you're bringing this unique show to the Collins in Paragould, which seems like a perfect venue for this type of show.
The Collins is a great place. It's a historic theater. It's a very small, kind of intimate theater. It has a great vibe to it. We were there 2 years ago, and we just decided the time was right to come back. We don't do a lot of shows here in Northeast Arkansas. Most of the stuff we do is other places. So when we have several new things to show folks, we like to drop into our regional area and let folks have a chance to come out and see what we're doing. And that gives us a great audience. They're always a great audience up at the Collins from here in Jonesboro, Paragould, in that area. So, hey, man, if you're not doing anything March 5th, I guarantee you a night unlike any you've had in a theater seat. So come on out.
Little song, little dance, magic, music, mystery. I'm not going to finish that.
Oh, come on.
Magic, music, mystery, extraterrestrials. What's not to like?
Well, I can't think of anything. It's got everything that goes big at my house right there. So, and it is, the other thing we've added to this show is during intermission, we actually have an honest-to-goodness sideshow exhibit that we're going to make available to people. And in fact, Mark, we brought it with us today.
You brought it with you.
I did. And so this little exhibit here has been seen by people all over the country. It used to belong to a retired adventurer from California. And so I've got it in a case over here. We had to put it in a smaller case here so we could bring it to the studios. But I'm going to uncover it and let Mark take a look at it.
All right.
I'm just going to lean right over here and do that.
Okay. Let's see what... I don't know if I can adequately convey what I'm about to see here. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Mark is now looking at
That's one of the most unusual things I've seen in my lifetime, I'll have to say.
There it is. And so this, again, an honest-to-goodness sideshow exhibit we're going to have up there in the case and display. And folks who are at the show at the Collins during intermission can wander up there. It's like a show within a show. And if the rest of the show isn't kind of quirky enough for you, I think this will cover it for you.
Now, some of these undisclosed locations you've performed at may be a little dangerous for people like Alan.
It's possible. It's possible. Alan, he has to, being a person who is an alien, he has to carry all the right things with him. He has to have all the right patches on his jackets and carry all the right membership cards so he doesn't arouse attention in this area.
Well, Ed Underwood of the UFOs. UFOs are going to be performing the UFOs Rock and Roll Alien Sideshow Saturday, March 5th at the Collins Theater in Paragould. Ed, thanks for coming in again.
You bet. Thank you, Mark.
And tickets, how to get them real quick.
Oh, yes, online, theufos.com.
UFOs.com for ticket information for the UFOs Rock and Roll Alien Sideshow Saturday, March 5th at the Collins Theater in Paragould.